And big warm welcome. So, we are in a potent astrological energy today. We are in a blood full moon in Virgo and also an eclipse. This blood full moon is a deeply feminine full moon, and we are going to be connecting with the Lemurian consciousness, with the Lemurian beings in this session, who really embody so much of the divine feminine as well. So, we're going to allow the moon energy to really work with us, support us, and this eclipse energy gives us the ability to access higher timelines and creates powerful openings of healing. So I want you to know that no matter what you may have been experiencing today or this week, that you are held in love and welcome in this space. And I'm going to start with a little bit of a clearing since it is a really potent energy today. First, I'll work with the rose frequency and my ostrich feather with amethyst and selenite so you can receive a few deep breaths. And we call in the rose ray for the highest clearing. We call in the amethyst light. We ask that this group energy be divinely cleared and protected, and that each individual receive this clearing now through the selenite, through the ostrich feather, through the rose frequency. Receive one more deep breath. And then we'll bring in some of the white sage energy for further clearing. I have another white sage with selenite as well too. So we call in the frequency of the white sage. We call in the frequency of the selenite, the master clearer. We call in the frequency of the rose. And we open the energies for this Lemurian transmission. Big warm welcome. So I'm going to give an overview now of what will be happening within this session, and then we'll be diving in pretty quickly. First, I'm going to share some more information about Mount Shasta and Telos. I know some of you may be familiar with Mount Shasta and Telos, but I want to share some more information about it. And then, because it is a powerful full moon eclipse, we're going to go into a deeper clearing, connection, meditation, working even more with the rose frequency. From there, from this level of clarity, which when I received the process from the Lemurians, I was really amazed by it. From this level of clarity, we will be connecting to the heart of Mount Shasta. And when we connect to the heart of Mount Shasta, the spirit of the mountain, this living spirit, is going to come to where we physically are. Then we are going to connect to the great Jade Lemurian temple of Telos, which is a healing temple. And the Lemurians are going to bring that frequency to us. And at the same time, we will have the ability to astral travel to the great Jade Lemurian temple of Telos. There, you will receive the attunement to the Lemurian quartz. And I have two of my Lemurian quartz here. And when we get into the attunement, I'll be sharing a little bit more. But through these quartz crystals, the Lemurians really seeded their wisdom of their culture. So we're going to be, again, receive a powerful clearing, connect to the heart, the consciousness of Mount Shasta, connect to the great Jade Lemurian temple of Telos. receive the Lemurian Quartz Attunement, and then I will be sharing more about my experience on Mount Shasta and why I was called back for my 40th birthday, which I'm going back for the 8-8 Lionsgate portal. So let's dive in. Some of the information about Mount Shasta. So Mount Shasta is very northern California. It's really, there's not a lot of big cities right around Mount Shasta, so it has a lot of nature energy. It's just about 60 miles south of the Oregon-California border is how north Mount Shasta is in California. It's actually the cone of an extinct volcano, and it rises to over 14,000 feet above sea level. So it's the largest volcanic peak in the continent of the United States. Mount Shasta truly is a portal to the divine. It's called a magic mountain because it is so magical. It's one of the most sacred places on earth. It's really a mystical power source for earth. Mount Shasta also is the embodiment of the great central sun. So it is a beacon of light. It is a living consciousness. It's a portal to God, a portal to source, a portal to the divine, a living consciousness that through this beacon of light, it feeds the light grid or the ley lines of the whole planet. It really is one of the most sacred places on the earth. And you may feel a call to the mountain because the mountain is like a sacred home. And Caroline wrote Mountain of Love. That's how I felt. I'll share more about that at the end. I was kind of guided to end with this story so that we could integrate from all of the attunements with the story time. But that's how I felt. I was literally in love with the mountain. It felt like it was my soul's home. So within Mount Shasta in Northern California, there is Telos. So Telos is like a living library. It's an interdimensional crystalline city. So you can think of Telos like a world within a world. Because was um, when Mount Shasta was about a volcano, that volcanic activity, it's not anymore, but that activity activated many tunnels and caverns. And this is where within this crystalline city of Telos, it's a world within a world. It's an interplanetary, multidimensional galactic portal. So within Telos, we have many guides. The main guides we'll be working with in this session are the Lemurians, Saint Germain, and the fairies of Mount Shasta, as well as the higher dimensional benevolent star beings, especially the Arcturians and the Palladians. They're very connected to Mount Shasta because Mount Shasta, again, is an interplanetary, multidimensional galactic portal. There's also a huge etheric city of light above Mount Shasta called the Crystal City of the Seven Rays. So the story was that there was a landmass, a continent called Lemuria from around 4.5 million years ago BC to around 12,000 years ago when Lemuria sank around 12,000 years ago, and that 25,000 of the Lemurian people brought their civilization within Mount Shasta, which is the crystalline city of Telos. So Telos holds the ascension energy for the planet. Telos is really a doorway to the fifth dimension, and all of the beings who live within underneath in the subterranean in the inner earth of Mount Shasta are fifth dimensional beings. So that is the main information I wanted to share, which even that information really begins activating the energies so that now we can go into all of these experiences. I'm seeing in the chat, Nathan, I'm getting some deja vu. Like that's how I felt. I was in Mount Shasta in 2022, and I literally felt like it was my soul's home, just this deep, deep love. So I want you to make yourself comfortable now because, as I mentioned, what I channeled was that there would be three main portions of this, let's say, transmission, this group healing, this activation. Even though a layer of it is that I will be guiding you through a meditation and a visualization. That's just one layer that's happening. Really, it is a group healing experience, a group healing transmission. So, again, we're going to do a deep layer of clearing, especially because it's such a potent day with the full moon and eclipse. Then connect to the heart of Mount Shasta, then connect to the great Jade healing temple of Telos. And then we will receive the Lemurian Quartz Attunement. And once you're attuned to the Lemurian Quartz frequency, you will be able to channel that energy and a lot of that deeper wisdom of this first civilization, a civilization really built upon unity consciousness, a fifth dimensional divine feminine civilization where the Lemurians knew how to work within the quantum field. They were telepathic with each other and animals. That wisdom becomes more available to you. And many of you, which I'm being told now, were called to be here because you also had lifetimes on Lemuria. And some of you have your Lemurian crystals too. I see Donna has 3 Lemurian seeds. That is incredible. So please make yourself comfortable. And we will begin the first part, which will be some deep, deep clearing. When you're ready, you can receive a long, deep breath. Maybe roll your shoulders out a few times, gently soften your neck. I recommend trying to have the spine as long as possible, the shoulders relaxed, coming into a nice, comfortable, meditative posture. And when you're ready, you can gently close your eyes. Receive a breath, tuning in to this present moment. And I want you to breathe all the way down to your hips. Breathe all the way down to your tailbone. And then intend to plug a tube of light into your tailbone, around the tailbone. And then we're going to drop that tube of light, dropping it through whatever you may be sitting on, dropping it through all layers of floor underneath you, dropping it all the way down into the crust of the earth, the second dimension, the crystalline kingdom. And then the tube of light is magnetized to a very large pink diamond in the first dimension of consciousness, the core iron crystal. And your tube of light is plugging into the pink diamond now, latching in, sealing, and turning on. So I invite you to receive a few deep breaths with your eyes closed and allow Mother Earth to begin to vacuum any energies that are not beneficial for you at this time, any energies from the collective consciousness that are not benefiting you. Just allow the vacuuming. And as the vacuuming is happening, Mother Earth is also simultaneously sending the love from her heart up through the tube of light into your tailbone, which can then move up through the whole body and into your heart. Receive 3 breaths here. Knowing that you cannot do it wrong. The guides are helping you. The breath does all the work. Just focus on that tube of light. And then now bring your awareness to the crown of your head, and we're going to do something similar, but we're going to create a tube of light from the crown of the head, and we're going to plug that tube of light, moving it at the speed of light, plugging it into the heart of the Creator, the light of Source. This happens instantaneously, so the tube of light is plugged in now, and I want you to breathe that light of Source in. Breathing in the love of the Creator. And then we'll begin working with the rose clearing. So the etheric roses, a rose in general is the highest living vibration, the highest vibration in the plant kingdom. It vibrates at such a high frequency that it will vacuum and clear anything in your field that is not resonating with your greatest good, anything that is unbeneficial for you. So I have now prepared 7 golden sticky roses, sticky like tape or glue. And I'm going to place 1 golden sticky rose in your root chakra, a second golden sticky rose in your sacral, right around the pubic bone, a third golden sticky rose in the solar plexus below the diaphragm, a fourth golden sticky rose in the heart, a fifth golden sticky rose in the throat, a sixth golden sticky rose in the third eye, and the seventh in the crown. And these 7 golden roses are going to begin vacuuming and clearing any emotional debris, cellular debris, collective energy in your 7 main energy centers that is not beneficial for you. Receive a breath. While this is happening, I am also going to call 100 more white ray roses into the 7 layers of your energy field, your aura, and ask these 100 white ray roses to begin vacuuming too, clearing out any energy that is unbeneficial from your relationships, from your work, from the collective energy. I want you to breathe in this clarity as the 7 golden sticky roses and the 100 white ray roses vacuum and clear. 3 more breaths. And I want you to imagine that there's a plug at the base of your skull, and you're going to unplug this plug now and allow all of your conscious awareness to spiral down into your heart, really connecting with your heart space, feeling that warm welcome and warm embrace from me, from our Lemurian guides, from all of the 5th dimensional beings of Telos. With your consciousness in your heart, we're now going to collect up the 7 golden sticky roses, releasing them from the chakras, thanking them, pushing them 1,000 feet out into space and exploding them like golden fireworks, the energy fully transmuted. But we'll keep the 100 white ray roses in the energy field through the remainder of the transmission to help support you in your highest clarity and receptivity, knowing that they only vacuum energy that is unbeneficial for you. So become aware of your presence within your heart while you simultaneously become aware of the tube of light that is connecting your tailbone to the pink diamond in the core iron crystal, while simultaneously being aware of the tube of light from your crown chakra that is plugged in to the light of source, the heart of the creator. You are going to refill your heart. So as you inhale, I want you to breathe the love of the mother up from below. Breathe the light of source, the love of the creator down from above, and allow the energy to meet in your heart. Breathe in. Hold the breath for a moment, and as you exhale, allow that love to flow into every cell of your body, making you even more relaxed, more present. And again, a very conscious breath, breathing the light of source down into the heart, breathing the love from Mother Earth up into the heart, letting the energies meet in the heart, charge your heart, hold the breath for a moment. And then exhale and allow that love to flow through every cell of your being, every bodily system, every organ, every muscle. One more time, deep breath in, consciously breathing the love into your heart. Hold the breath in. And exhale, release, allowing that love to flow exactly where it's needed. And we're going to do this one more time, but on this fourth time, when we charge the heart, we are going to send a light of the emerald ray from our heart directly to the heart of Mount Shasta. And this intelligence of the heart, the emerald ray, will know exactly where to go. And this is how we connect our consciousness to the profound consciousness of the magic mountain, of this portal to the divine. When you're ready, breathe the love from the mother, breathe the love from the creator, fill your heart, inhale even more, deepest breath of the day, even more, hold the breath in. Set the intention to activate the emerald ray of light. And then beam that emerald ray of light from your heart all the way to the heart of Mount Shasta in Northern California. And energy follows intention. So simply by this intention, the connection is made. You have now connected to the heart of Mount Shasta, and the consciousness of her living spirit is moving to you and physically surrounding you now. No matter where you are, no matter how physically distant you may be from Northern California, the spirit of Mount Shasta is now holding you, surrounding you. Receive a few deep breaths and allow the majesty of the spirit of Shasta to open all around you, attuning yourself to this portal to the divine. Count 4 long, deep breaths. held within Shasta's love, tuning yourself to it, allowing it, breathing it in, feeling the freshness and clarity of Shasta's spirit. And now 11 Lemurian beings surround you now. And they are bringing a very special gift. They are bringing the light, the frequency of the great Jade Lemurian temple of Telos all around you. This used to be a physical temple of healing, and now is a crystalline temple of living light within Telos. Within this Jade Lemurian temple is the immortal flame of healing. This flame of healing holds the healing light for the planet. The immortal flame of healing has been constantly nurtured by the angelic kingdom, the Holy Spirit, and the Lemurian people. This frequency of the jade crystal helps calm irritability, clear negative thoughts, and soothes the mind, releasing feelings of guilt, and is very physically healing and protective. This council of 11 Lemurians has prepared the energy to bring the essence of the Jade Temple of Healing to you. Begin tuning in to its frequency now. This way, your entire physical body is held within this light. But we've also been invited to astral travel to the Jade Temple of Healing within Telos. And we really astral travel from the heart consciousness because the astral body is the fourth layer of the aura, which is connected with the heart chakra. So if your astral body is not physically with you at this time, we wish to call your astral body back into your physical form. And we're going to ask your higher self to activate your golden Merkaba, asking your higher self to oversee your golden Merkaba and to prepare you for a safe astral travel. I want you to set the intention that we are going to, just for the time that we're astral traveling, then we'll open it back up, but set the intention to close down the root chakra 80%. And your higher self is doing this for you just by the intention. Well done. To close down the sacral chakra 70%. And then the solar plexus chakra 30%. So your higher self is doing this for you now and is activating your golden Merkaba. Now your astral body is able to safely lift out of your physical body with the golden Merkaba surrounding it. You are being supported in this process by the Lemurian Council, and one of the Lemurian guides is now going to show you the way to the Jade Temple within the crystalline city of Telos. Receive a few deep breaths as your astral body begins moving towards Northern California, and your Lemurian guide knows exactly where to go. Count 6 long, deep breaths. As your astral body is guided to this sacred temple for healing, knowing that the essence of the Jade Temple is also with you where you are physically. After 2 more breaths, you will be arriving at Mount Shasta. And your Lemurian guide will be opening a golden door into the Jade Temple of Healing. So allowing the feet of your astral feet to land on the earth, landing on Mount Shasta, opening your heart to your Lemurian guide as they connect from heart consciousness to heart consciousness. And your Lemurian guide opens the door now to this room that is filled with sunlight, this Jade Lemurian healing temple. And you are invited now for your astral body to lay down in this temple with your head facing the sacred flame, the immortal flame of healing, which is kept by the angelic kingdom, the Holy Spirit, and the Lemurian people. I invite you to breathe in this immortal flame of healing that holds the healing light for the whole planet. And what I'm being shown is that when you receive this flame, you become a conduit for this healing energy, and it helps the flame grow stronger and brighter and even more luminous and radiant. So breathe long and deep. I'm going to begin playing a 528 frequency. If you need to adjust the volume, you can. I'm going to be silent for the next 4 minutes while you receive the healing light of the Jade Temple and commune with the immortal flame. And here, more of the guides of Mount Shasta meet you, including Saint Germain, including the higher dimensional fairies of Mount Shasta, including one of the Lemurian priestesses. So enjoy this time consciously breathing and receiving within the Jade Temple, receiving the immortal light of healing. Continue breathing long and deep, receiving 3 more deep breaths as you commune with the Lemurian High Priestess, with Saint Germain, with the fairies and ascended animal spirits, including the lynx and bobcat of Mount Shasta and Telos. Through your breath, consciously soak in the light of the Jade Temple, the healing light of the immortal flame. allowing yourself to bask in this energy. And your astral body is invited to have a seat now. If your astral body was laying down, you're welcome to sit up. And the Lemurian High Priestess is offering you a beautiful chair within the Jade Healing Temple. And she's bringing forth a large, what she calls grandmother Lemurian seed crystal. The Lemurian seed crystal attunement gives you the ability to channel the healing energy and information that is embedded within the Lemurian quartz. So these are a type of quartz that have these horizontal lines of fragments, which are often referred to as memories, where the Lemurian people place their wisdom and information. The Lemurian crystals have healing properties. They act as a form of energetic encoding or ancient record keeping. This is a very special grandmother Lemurian seed crystal that you will be attuned to. Again, become aware of being aware of your astral body sitting on a beautiful chair within the Lemurian Jade Temple of Healing. This Lemurian High Priestess prepares the energy of the Lemurian Seed Crystal Attunement. And you're invited to receive a deep breath and repeat out loud after me. I now receive the Lemurian Seed Quartz Crystal Attunement. She is now, with my help and the support of the Lemurian Council, beaming the light of the Lemurian seed attunement into your heart and the palms of your hands, like waves of clear and opalescent light, encoded with the deepest divine feminine wisdom of unity consciousness. And as these waves, these beams, these rays of the Lemurian seed light enter your heart and your palms, they begin moving into every cell of your astral body filling with the light of the Lemurian Quartz Attunement, the light of the Jade Temple, with the healing immortal flame. knowing that your astral body will be bringing all of this energy back to your physical body. So soak it in. The deeper you breathe, the deeper you receive. Be deeply aware of this precious moment with the Lemurian priestess. And again, I will give you 4 minutes here to fully receive, enjoy, and integrate this attunement. As you breathe, really consciously become aware of the healing properties of the energetic encoding of this ancient record keeping within the Lemurian quartz, knowing that quartz on its own is such a powerful healer. It's an amplifier of intention and consciousness. And the Lemurian quartz, especially this grandmother Lemurian quartz that has been seeded with this deepest wisdom, is a powerful healer. You're invited to continue breathing deeply and opening to sense, to feel, to know the wisdom that is held within this Lemurian seed quartz. Just opening to this heart to heart connection with the Lemurian priestess, with Saint Germain, with the fairies, with the Palladians, with the Arcturians. Commune, open to receive the telepathic communication with the crystalline consciousness and with the beings of Telos. As you enjoy a few more minutes in the Jade Temple of Healing. Receive another long, deep breath to integrate, expressing your gratitude to the beings of Telos and Mount Shasta, allowing your astral body to fully integrate and soak in the light of the Grandmother Lemurian Seed Attunement, the light of the immortal flame of healing that holds the healing energy for the whole planet, and the light of the Jade Temple. You're invited to hug the guides now. And your higher self is ensuring that your golden Merkaba is still intact. And for now, the journey to Telos is complete, knowing that you'll be back. So your guide, your Lemurian guide, shows your astral body the way back to where your physical body is located. So as you count 5 deep breaths, your astral body is being magnetized back to your physical body. Your physical body that's held in the love of the heart consciousness of Shasta. 3 more breaths. On your next full and complete inhale, your astral body arrives in the room where you currently are. And the astral body is like an outline of the physical body. So the feet of your astral feet enter your physical feet. Your knees of your astral body enter your physical knees. The hips enter the hips. The shoulders enter the shoulders. And the head enters the head. And now all of the light of the Jade Temple, all of the light of the immortal flame of healing, the light of the Lemurian Quartz crystal is now activated within every cell of your physical form, within your physical body, mental body, emotional body, energy bodies, heart consciousness within your mind. So simply count 4 long, deep breaths to integrate. And we are going to widen and strengthen the tube of light connecting your tailbone to the pink diamond in the core iron crystal. I want you to also intend that roots are growing down from the soles of your feet. We ask your higher self and your Lemurian guide to ensure that your root chakra turns all the way back on. The root chakra was closed 80%, so now we are slowly opening, opening, opening. 20% left, opening, opening. And now the root chakra is fully opened and balanced. The sacral, which was closed 70%, your higher self is ensuring is slowly opened, opening, 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 returning to full openness and balance. And your solar plexus, which were closed 30%, are now opening 10% more, 10% more, 10% more, fully opened and balanced. Breathe, soften, tuning in to that presence, the spirit of Shasta all around you. 3 more breaths. Let us express gratitude We express gratitude to the Lemurian Council, the Lemurian High Priestess. We express gratitude to the spirit of Shasta, who the native ones knew was a great and powerful spirit, the essence of the mighty I am presence. Knowing that Shasta's energy will be staying with you. Receive another deep breath to integrate. Feeling the blessings, feeling the wonder, feeling the gratitude, giving thanks to all the beings of light who help support this, giving thanks to you for receiving. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and stay with as we're kind of we'll ground together and go into this story time. And even this story time really is a transmission as well and will help us integrate. So I would love it also if anyone feels like sharing in the chat how you're feeling. You are so, so welcome. Feel free to share how you're feeling. Yay, Lisa, Donna, Lara. So I did journey to Mount Shasta in 2022, and the experience I had was truly revolutionary. From the moment being there and being in the presence of the mountain, I just felt like I was in the greatest presence of love. The frequency was literally that I fell in love with the mountain. I knew that I had had different incarnations within Telos as a Lemurian, and the whole experience, I mean, it's magnificent. There are these headwaters on Mount Shasta where there's a park with grass, and you can go fill up big bottles of water for free from the headwaters, which is a spring that travels like miles and kilometers all through Mount Shasta. And the water is truly healing. It's the freshest spring water. There's multiple like portals into Telos on the mountain. There's Panther's Meadow, there's the Upper Meadow. There are so many sacred sites, and even walking around the actual town is just like filled with wonders. There are like cosmic centers of enlightenment and inner earth crystal stores. And there was like a healthy organic place to eat. And it had a big sign outside that said, the soup of the now, like the soup of the day, but it was literally the soup of the now. I had to take a picture of that. It's just like people there are in this consciousness and they're really drawn to be there, and the frequency of it is incredible. When I was spending time on the mountain, I meditated in a lot of different sacred sites and was connecting with the beings of Telos. I had a really beautiful mystic experience with the spirit of like a mountain lion and lynx on Mount Shasta. There's different places with like fairy waterfalls and like fifth dimensional Lemurian waterfalls. It really is a very, very special experience that I want more people to feel it. And the last day I was in Mount Shasta, the spirit of Shasta asked me to come back for my 40th birthday. And I didn't quite know why, why for my 40th birthday. But then about a month or two ago, I had a huge download from the Lemurians that now was the time to offer my first in-person event in 6 years on my 40th birthday on the 8/8 portal. And I ran a yoga school, I ran healing arts academies, I've run retreats and yoga teacher trainings all around the world, Costa Rica, Tuscany, all different places, California, Canada. And I have not offered a single in-person event in 6 years. Nothing in person, not even a workshop, not one thing in 6 years. And I was in my meditation at my altar and I received this huge download. This is why the mountain asked you to come back for your 40th birthday, that there were a series of very sacred, let's call them transmissions or activations. One group from the Arcturians, who are my primary guides and who are the highest dimensional benevolent star beings in our galaxy, a series from the Lemurians, and a series from the fairies in Mount Shasta. So, I want to share that this is now open. If anybody is feeling the call to Mount Shasta, has been feeling the call to Mount Shasta, if anybody feels that desire to meet in person and do something together in person, what I've created is a 4-day experience in Mount Shasta on the 8/8 portal. Oh, yes, Master Adama showed up, Raylene said, which is incredible. Master Adama showed up for me this morning as well, too, and was kind of reminding me of some insights from the Telos book as well. There's a book called Telos where some of what I was sharing about Telos and Mount Shasta had been channeled by by Master Adama. And Megan, who is here, is coming to Mount Shasta. So I do have 8 people who are coming to Mount Shasta. And Karen's saying she's interested in coming to Mount Shasta. I just want to share what has been created because I've been hard at my light work um, behind the scenes, really working on this and creating this opportunity for anybody who feels called to go to Mount Shasta. And actually, just about 2 hours ago, the website was complete. So I'm really excited. I'm going to screen share it. And this is the unveiling, the first time anyone will see what is being offered. So, what I downloaded was that this 4-day experience, August 7th to 10th, this year, 2025, would be called Merging with the Mountain's Majesty. So, anybody who is like, I've wanted to go to Mount Shasta for a long time, this really is an opportunity. And again, it's a portal home into the cosmic heart. So, this is a destination training where it's not a retreat. What's wonderful is I'm pricing it incredibly affordably, as affordable as I could. But it's not a retreat, so people are able to you can find your own deals on a flight. You can stay at accommodation that suits you and that suits your budget. You could rent an Airbnb with multiple other people. You could stay in a cabin. You could camp. You could stay in a hotel. It's really up to you. But I want to share a little bit more about the main downloads I received. And this is actually me in 2022 on Mount Shasta. And this is my husband, Michael. That even when we were driving away from Mount Shasta on the road, we could see in the rear view mirror, the mountain in the rear view mirror, and it was calling us back. It was really calling us home because going to Mount Shasta is such a homecoming. And to be able to go on the 8/8 portal, because Mount Shasta is the Earth's root chakra and it's such a sacred vortex of energy. So being able to go within another vortex of energy, which is the 8-8 portal, the Lionsgate portal, is really going to amplify what I've been shown is a deep ability to expand our joy, expand our ability to create. Those are some of the main themes that I was given. So I'll briefly share what this huge download came. This is why you were asked to come back for your 40th birthday. This is what we want you to do, create a 4-day experience for anybody who feels called to be in person together in Mount Shasta. And the first day is really about aligning with the spirit of Shasta. And this is where we'll receive all the teachings, transmissions, and activations from the Lemurian Council. And there will be a lot of root chakra healing, grounding, connecting with Ascension Rock, which is another one of the energy centers on Mount Shasta. The second day is really about healing and expanding the heart field. So this will be on the actual 8-8 portal, and we'll be working more with the Fairy Queen Council and the fairies of Mount Shasta. So even just hearing this, even if you're like, oh, I don't know if I can go, just hearing this and knowing what is available and what is being created creates an openness and is a way to kind of integrate from all of the energies that we just received. So the second day is where we'll be working more within the crystalline city of Telos and really receiving some sacred activations to expand our heart's magnetism, expand our ability to create, expand our abundance. And then there's going to be a transformational sound bath. I went to multiple sound baths when I was in Mount Shasta, and they were some of the most transformational experiences I've had. So I'm going to find the best person to lead us on a cosmic sound bath. And then we'll have a conscious dance party the evening of the 8-8 Lionsgate portal as well. Day 3 is really about coming home to the heart of Mount Shasta, and we're renting a shuttle so that we'll be able to go to the sacred sites on the mountain, starting with a water ceremony at the headwaters and then guided to different portals and sacred sites and activations on the mountain, which to be together and be physically together on Mount Shasta will be such an incredible experience. So day 1 and day 2, and day 4, I've rented a really beautiful space at the Mount Shasta Resort. Well, we'll be in this healing sort of conference room to receive all the trainings and teachings and activations. And then day 3, we're kind of out and about all day on the mountain and visiting the headwaters. The fourth day, and this is just a speck of what will be coming through, but the fourth day is really about reclaiming our multidimensional majesty, and we'll be working with the Arcturian Council. And there's also an opportunity. So I'm going to share the 3 tiers, which I've made them really affordable. But there's one tier number 1, where I've hired one of the most high vibrational chefs who will be cooking the most beautiful local organic food, where we rented a venue to have a very special VIP dinner for my 40th birthday. So there's one level of registration where if you wanted to have a really high vibrational, beautiful dinner together on my 40th birthday, that is an option as well because I wanted to open up to people to celebrate. And there's lots of ways to get to Mount Shasta. You could fly into the Medford Airport, into the Redding Airport, into the Sacramento Airport. You could rent a car. There's shuttles, just in case anybody's curious. If you go now or at another time, how you actually get to Mount Shasta, this kind of talks about it here. And then I'll share with you as we're still integrating what these 3 levels are, and a really special bonus that I was inspired to offer. So there's three options for registration. And again, this is for the training and the experiences. You could find like your own affordable flights. You could find accommodations based on your budget. You could try to room with someone to make it even more affordable, like renting an Airbnb with a couple people or something like that. And please, any questions you have, put them in the chat and I'll check the chat in just a second. But the tier one is the VIP package, which is on sale right now for $13.97 until March 31st. And that includes everything I've shared, the 3 days of training, the ecstatic dance, the sound bath, the Sacred Sites day trip. It also includes a 30-minute one-on-one session with me on Zoom before the training and after the training, where we can work on anything you may need support with. And it includes which it's a really high vibration organic celebratory dinner for my 40th birthday on the Sunday, the last day of the training, which will be included. The meal and everything like that will not be an extra charge. And what I was really guided to offer is that if anybody joins before March 31st, that you can also get one of these three programs for free, either the 5D initiations, which is worth over $555, my Eternal Beauty, or my Aura Repair program. So that's the VIP package, which is $13.97. There's a tier two package, which is on sale for $947. And that includes the 3 days of training, the ecstatic dance and the sound bath, and the day trip to Mount Shasta. It doesn't include the VIP dinner and it does not include two one-on-one sessions, but it includes everything else that will be happening in the training. And again, it's on sale right now, and if anyone registers before March 31st, you can get either my Eternal Beauty program as a bonus or my Aura Repair program as a bonus. And then if anyone wants to go but is budget conscious, I've also made like a tier three, which is just the training. So you get the 3 days of training. So it doesn't include the day trip or the dinner or any one-on-one sessions, but you get the 3 full days of training. And then someone could kind of just spend time going out and about on their own, walking around the mountain, going to the headwaters, going to the different springs and things like that. And this is on sale as well too, $100 discount right now. And anyone who registers by March 31st will receive a bonus of my ultimate self-care kit. So this is what is available. If anyone is interested, I'm going to stop the share, but if anyone is interested in actually being together on Mount Shasta, which of course we have the ability to connect to the mountain etherically and astral travel, like all of the beautiful things that we've done in this session, which I love doing as well. But it could be another 6 years before I do anything in person again, too. So if anyone is interested, and I believe Sam may be putting the link in the chat. So let me know in the chat if you're interested. Melissa said, this is so exciting, exciting news. I can't wait to celebrate with you. Oh, that's incredible. Um, Someone's birthday's on 8/8. That's amazing. So Sam's putting the link into the chat. After I do one of these events, I do like to check in personally too. So you will be hearing from me this week as well if you were registered for the event and I have your email address. Oh, beautiful. So many guides coming up with the cosmic love. Oh, that's amazing, Luana, that you're interested in going to Mount Shasta. And is anyone who is interested but doesn't know about the finances or anything like that, I will be holding extra, extra love and extra miracles that if you're meant to go, that you will be able to. Yes, you can share the link of this replay with any of your friends. I'm making this replay available to everybody. I really wanted people to be able to receive the energy of Telos. Oh, I love that. I love this so much. Golden value, Hillary Donna said that's incredible. Epic bonuses. Oh, thank you, Allison. Thank you. For this one, I'm not planning on live streaming it. It will just be the people who are there physically, but even if you're on another continent, it may be possible to join. People come from Europe, people come from all over the world to go to Mount Shasta. So I'm kind of searching through to see if there's any questions. See, some people are closer too. I mean, if you're in Southern California, if you're in Oregon, it may be like a 6 hour drive. Adele has already registered for tier two and would love to connect about people with some travel and housing expenses. So I'm also going to be sending a email of recommended spaces for anybody who wants to do that. Emma, so the VIP birthday dinner, which is all included, and the chef is phenomenal. And it will be like a multi-course, organic, delicious experience. That's for the VIP tier, which I think it was called one before, and maybe it's not three, but if it's the VIP, we know, and we'll know which one you're in for. I'm checking to see if there's any other questions. Oh, it's so beautiful. I would love, 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 love to have you join us. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Sam, can you put the website in again? It's hillaryfaye.com/ Mount Shasta. Yeah, it's close to you too, Lisa. I was getting the download. You might be there with us. Another question. So normally the 30-minute sessions with me, which the VIP package comes with two 30-minute sessions, they're normally $200 each. So I can do the soul essence readings within the 30-minute session as well. Amazing. I don't see any more questions, but if I missed anything, please put it in the chat. And yeah, I'm really excited. It's been a big undertaking because I haven't done an in-person event in so long, kind of planning everything and getting everything ready. And it's something that really will be filled with so much love. And I know the people who will join will be just absolutely special and incredible. And it will be an amazing opportunity to meet more friends in person as well. But I want to thank you all so much for receiving this transmission. And one more teaching I wanted to share before we close is that it's recommended Adama, who is one of the Lemurian beings, a very high Lemurian being, really recommends that when you fall asleep at night, that you can ask to astral travel into that Jade Lemurian temple of Telos. So those are the main integrations. One, when you go to sleep, you can ask to travel there astrally, etherically. And then two, I want you working with the frequency of the Lemurian Quartz Attunement. That was a really, really powerful attunement. And how you can work with the energies are you can self-treat. So from the quantum field, we can call in any frequency, like the frequency of the emerald ray or the frequency of the Lemurian quartz. So you can now that you've been attuned to this essence, especially such a powerful Lemurian seed within Telos, you can place your hands anywhere on your body or hover them and think Lemurian quartz essence, Lemurian quartz essence, Lemurian quartz essence, and channel the essence of the Lemurian quartz to yourself. And then you can also use it in healing with others. So anytime Working with quartz, again, quartz is an amplifier of consciousness. It's a powerful healer. It brings so much clarity. But then the quartz infused and coated with the Lemurian wisdom. When you're working with that frequency, I'm even guided as I close to be more of the frequency. You can to for another individual, you can hover your hands or maybe place your hands on their shoulders or wherever they feel comfortable, or a whole group of people. You can channel the light of the Lemurian quartz. So I invite you to receive three more breaths as we're closing and just mentally repeat Lemurian quartz essence, Lemurian quartz essence, Lemurian quartz essence, and breathe that light in. The crystalline light is so harmonic, and it's really the energy we need to help harmonize ourselves through the intensity of the collective purging and all of these astrological events and the intensity of the ascension process, that the crystalline energy is so supportive. So really breathe it in. I'm beaming it into your heart. The Lemurian priestess is beaming it into your heart, receiving the Lemurian quartz light, and then becoming aware of that tube of light, that grounding tube, feeling grounded. You can gently open your eyes again. And I want to thank you so much for journeying to Telos with me, for spending this time with me. This is something you can come back to this replay. I plan on keeping this energy active for months. You'll receive the replay soon. And your time and your presence means a lot to me. So thank you for being here. Thank you for spending this full moon eclipse with me. And if you have any questions about this experience, about going to Mount Shasta together, anything at all, I'm here. You can always reach out to me. You should be getting an email from me with the replay. You can always reply. Reiki with HillaryFaye@gmail.com is my best email address as well, too. And I am wishing you all such a beautiful rest of your day, rest of your evening, no matter wherever you may be located, and to really feel that spirit of Shasta with you, because it genuinely is like this is one of the power centers on earth, like Machu Picchu or the pyramids of Giza. Like this is one of the main power centers on earth that I waited a long time to go to. And when I finally did, I, I was blown away. And not to compare to any other place, because every place has so much of its own majesty. But a guide, when I was going into the portals and the sacred sites on Mount Shasta, said he used to live in Sedona, which I love Sedona. I would never say anything bad about Sedona. But he's like, I consider Sedona to be like spiritual Disneyland. He said, I feel like Mount Shasta is like the mighty I am presence. Just the difference of the frequency, the clarity, the teachings. Like when you're there, it's just like the mountain is your teacher, the mountain is your home, the mountain is this portal to deeper love, deeper understanding, and to know that the Lemurian civilization lived on, and it is underneath and above and within this sacred mountain. It really is a special place. And I set the intention, whether it be this 8-8 portal or whenever it's divinely aligned, that everyone gets to experience it in person, because it's majestic, honestly. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I am wishing you all a beautiful, beautiful rest of your evening. Hmm. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you another time soon. Bye bye for now.